Welcome! This video provides an overview of portions of Water in Extreme Environments, Water in the Solar System Science Activities 4 and 5. Let's start with Activity 4, and the water cards. Each card describes a planetary body, such as a planet, dwarf planet, moon, or asteroid. Remember, some moons and planets have multiple cards because they have multiple water reservoirs. The front of the card shows the name and description of the planetary body. The top right displays its size compared to Earth. The bottom left shows gravity. 1 means the same as Earth. Less than 1 is weaker gravity than Earth, and greater than is stronger gravity. The bottom lists its composition, and the side shows its distance from the Sun. The back of the card provides more details. The water drop is a relative number comparing the volume of water on different planetary bodies. Some moons and planets have multiple cards for different reservoirs, so add their droplet numbers for the total. The top right shows the reservoir type, and the card has an image of the reservoir. Next, let's look at the card activities. Learners start Activity 4 with a card sort. They work together to sort the cards by a category of their choosing, like gravity or reservoir type. Learners then sort the cards in other ways. During rock, ice, gas, learners first shuffle the cards. At their table, they should choose one end to be more dense and one to be less dense. Learners then sort the deck by what the planetary bodies are made of: rock, ice, or gas. Rocks are dense, so all rock cards should be at the more dense end of the table. Ice is less dense than rocks, so ice should be in the middle of the table. Gases are less dense than ice, so gas should be placed on the less dense end. Surface, subsurface, and atmosphere is similar to rock, ice, gas. Learners choose one end of the table to be higher and one to be lower. This time, they sort by reservoir type: subsurface, surface, atmosphere, or rings. Subsurface cards should go at the lower end of the table. Surface cards go in the middle, and atmosphere cards at the higher end of the table. And atmosphere cards at the higher end of the table. Put rings on the higher edge of the table. Now let's review Activity 5. In Finding Water Worlds, learners work in pairs to trade cards until they collect all cards for one location. The handout shows how many cards each location has. Once completed, pairs add up the water values for their location. Then, groups line up by distance from the Sun, with Mercury on one end and the Kuiper Belt on the other. In Types of Reservoirs, learners explore where the water exists within the planetary systems. The handout helps learners think about the form of water and the reservoir it is in. They categorize water by state and reservoir, like water vapor in the atmosphere, which includes atmosphere cards for Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Remember, some reservoirs hold water in multiple areas. The handout lists the number of cards for each category. Thanks for watching. Check out our Water in Extreme Environments Engineering How-To videos to learn more.